today we're going over the new game Mecha BREAK. That fantasy is you, the pilot, strapped into the cockpit of a multi-ton war machine, a towering avatar of technological might, blazing across a trail of battlefield shadow steel and explosive, unending chaos. It's a promise of immersed, almost godlike power, of blistering physics defying speeds. And if that perfect, intricate dance between overwhelming destruction, graceful, and pinpoint aversion, for a glorious, often breathtaking moment, Mecha BREAK, the new free-to-play PvP mecha shooter from developers Amazing Seasung Games, really delivers. Launching July 1st, 2025 across PC, Xbox Series X, it enters the scene with riding high reviews, glowing beta impressions, with over 100,000 players participating across multiple playtests. And for very good reason, it nails that long-standing science fiction dream. You and a giant metal beast moving as one unified, soaring across battlefields like a god of war. The mechs are fast, the animations are really fluid, the controls are super tight, and when you're in the cockpit in the middle of a fight, it feels transcendent. That core experience is one of the best in the game genre, hands down. The moment you leave the cockpit though, that's when the problems happen and the illusion cracks, because Mecha BREAK delivers blissful anime level mecha combat. It surrounds itself with some of the most frustrating, soulless, free-to-play trappings I've ever seen in a game in years. It's like pulling a perfect diamond in a vending machine designed to drain your wallet. You'll be amazed in one match and then completely disillusioned in the next match. The question becomes, does the sheer thrill of combat outweigh everything else that drags this game down? So let's get into it. What Mecha BREAK gets undoubtedly right is the core combat. Piloting a striker, the name of your playable mechs, is complete joy. This isn't some slow, clunky tank simulator. This is a high-speed, high-skill anime combat. Think Gundam, Zone of Enders, and Armored Core 6 had a baby raised on Apex Legends and Warframe. Controls are very intuitive, fast, and super responsive. Boosting, flying, dodging, and melee attack all feel slick and polished. Even if you're new to mecha genre, the learning curve is forgiving enough to let you feel like a badass super quickly. There's real physicality to each movement. Boosting has punch, rockets feels weighty, impacts shake your screen just enough to feel immersive, but not overwhelm you. There's even a striker variety. This is where the depth kicks in. The game features 15 unique mechs at launch, each falling into roles like attacker that are well-rounded brawlers, flankers, high mobility disruptors, defenders that are tanks that hold up points and protect allies, supports, buffers and debuffers who heal and manipulate enemies. Each mech has its own mobility, weapon types, and special abilities. For example, Nakamari can chain lightning between enemies and teleport short distances. Stagger can transform into a turret and hold up choking point. Falcon excels in aerial combat, making you feel like an ace pilot soaring above chaos. Each mech can be customized with paint jobs, visual mods, voice lines, and pilot cosmetics, though we'll talk about more about that later. But the combat magic also comes from the game's strong mode design. There are 3 core modes: Battlefield 6v6, classic player versus player with objectives like control and payload escort. It's chaotic fun and rewards coordination. Arena 3v3, a tight round-based deathmatch mode that tests skill and teamwork. Every move counts. Matchmack, player versus event versus player. You and your team hunt AI bosses, loot while defending off other teams, extract the best gear, or risk it all. Matchmack especially stands out. It mixes player versus event boss fights with pressure of enemy pilots showing up to steal your spoils. Think Escape from Tarkov meets Titanfall 2. These modes create memorable emergent moments, that last second rocket dodge, that perfect 2v1 clutch, that feeling when your squad coordinates and steamrolls a choking point. Those moments keep you coming back. They're addictive, and you finish one match and just think, why not? Let's just do one more. Here's where the cracks start to begin to show. Let's start with the story, or the lack thereof one. There's a technical lore, something about a mysterious energy source called the Korite, a world devastated by a catastrophe, Falcons vying for power, but the game never bothers to explain it meaningfully. NPCs in your base repeat lifeless one-liners. Your custom pilot doesn't talk, react, or even matter that much. They're just a mannequin that stats. Even the pilot bios, which are visually stunning, offer almost no character development. It's a world with incredible art, direction, and zero soul. Now add the UI on top of that, It's bloated, it's confusing, it feels like a mobile game interface scaled to PC without rethinking usability. Even the screen is covered in pop-ups, rotating stores, multiple currencies, login bonuses, red dot notifications. You spend more time clicking menus than actually customizing anything at all. But out of all of that, it's forgivable until you hit the monetization. And this is where the game's goodwill dies. During the beta, players had access to free pilot customizations, hairstyle, face types, gender changes. At launch, everything was locked behind a premium currency. If you want to change your hairstyle, $5. If you want a mech skin, that'll be $25 to $50 for a bundle. Even voice lines are sold separately. It's not just aggressive, it's insulting almost. Players who supported the beta felt very betrayed. The devs didn't just add monetization, they took back free features and started charging for them. To make matters even worse, the auction house. The system lets players buy and sell gear using premium currency. Yep, you heard that right. You can buy high-end gear from other players using real money currency. Combine that with the grind for free players, and you got a system that absolutely favors the money grab. Matchmack mode is especially vulnerable. The better gear you bring in, the more power you have. Buying it shortcuts the entire loop. The devs say core gameplay is not a paywall. And that technically is true, but time is money, and here money makes you faster, stronger, flashier. Even the Steam reviews reflect this backlash. There's a mixed number of people reporting that the game is just full of monetization issues. So after all that steel on steel carnage, after all the boost dashes and missile and the lasting second saves, what is the final word? Mecha BREAK is a masterpiece trapped in a nightmare. The gameplay is super phenomenal, it's fast, it's fluid, it's very stylish and addicting. It makes you feel like you're the lead in your own Gundam series, but everything around the gameplay, the stories, the menu, the monetization, it's a complete mess. If you're the kind of player who doesn't care about cosmetics and just want to jump in for a few matches to dominate, you're gonna have a blast. But if you care about long-term investment and about fairness and supporting games that respect their players, you'll walk away conflicted and maybe even angry about this game. This game should be a genre-defining hit. Instead, it's a cautionary tale. It's a lesson in how not to surround a brilliant core game with money grab systems. Amazing CSUN Games say they're listening and they promise to bring change. Let's hope they mean it, because underneath all the bad decisions with this game, there's something truly special that lies here and something that deserves to soar. So that's my review of Mecha BREAK. Have you played it? Do you think the combat is worth all the baggage, or did the monetization push you away? Let me know your thoughts below. And if this review helped you, hit subscribe and follow me on Twitch, where I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9:30 Eastern time. Until then, stay sharp, pilots. Stay smart, stay safe, and stay alpha.